What's going on YouTube? Chris here. I'm going to bring you all an update today of Ethereum, Link, Digibyte, XRP, and LTC. Those are the altcoins we're going to be going over here. Got a little bit of time to myself, just a quick little break, and I want to come on here and do some altcoins. And what I want to do, I want to start with Ethereum first, since that's the big daddy. And what we've been doing, guys, we've just been in one of these trading ranges. We've been between $218 for support and $252 as overhead resistance, moving sideways. And as we continue to put in these little higher lows in the macro or in the micro sense, we're going to get to the point where we either have to break through this overhead resistance at $252 or we're going to fail and we're going to start dropping back down through this 50 moving average, which for the most part we've been up above ever since we broke up through it, and that was April 16th, 2020. So it's important that we continue to stay up above that and continue to hold that as support so we can get up over top of that 252. But decision time's coming soon. The candles are getting tight. You can see the volumes dropping off. We are having a stock cross to the downside up in this area at resistance, so that's something we do want to pay attention to. Our RSI is losing a little bit of steam here. We're down to 54, but that still is neutral, so we just have to pay attention in these areas. If I were you, I'd put alarms at 252 for the upside overhead resistance. Then to the downside for support, we look at $218. If we take a look in here at TradingView, you can see right here we have a 16 for a strong buy, 9 neutral, and a 3 sell. So why I would still be more careful, guys, is because that overhead resistance. Why we're having such a strong rating here, this 16, is because we're getting 13 indicators over here from our moving averages, because for the most part, from the 10 moving average up through that 200, we're up above that. Now in the short term, we're starting to get some sells on the 5 moving average, so we have to be aware of that as well. But this is an area you want to be cautious, because it's tough to take a position if you have overhead resistance that you've hit 4 times. You'd rather wait till you closed up above that and then try to make that next section your move. Okay, so that's going to be Ethereum, guys. If you get some from that, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share these videos with your friends. If you like me covering the altcoins as well, let me know down low, and tell me what altcoins you're in. What ones are you holding right now? What are you trading? I'd love to see, like, if someone put, trading, and then what coin you're doing or holding, and this coin and that. So let me know down low, guys. Next, we're going to get into Link. Link's at $6.13. Now, what's interesting with Link is, guys, we're up in that price discovery area now, because we broke through $4.88. That was the overhead resistance we were looking at. And you can see there we hit it about 4 times till we finally got through it on heavy volume. That's what you're looking for. So now what we're going to see, though, is if we're bullish enough to continue to just basically move sideways to cool down the indicators before we make that next move to the upside. What we need to get over is $6.60. And all this is assuming that Ethereum can make a strong move and Bitcoin can make a strong move to the upside. Because regardless of what Link's doing here, if the big daddies, they're dumping, a lot of the times it can bring a rally like this to its knees. So you just have to be careful, okay? This is an area you have to be careful. But we are in a nice, almost parabolic uptrend here. You can see how we're really starting to get far away from the moving averages here. We've moved up strong, so that is a strong move. But what I'm waiting to see is if we're going to have some retracement back to maybe $5.40. Sometimes you'll go all the way back to $4.88, the original point of the breakout. Retest that. We'll see if this resistance becomes support, and then you make your next move. So there's a lot going on, but if this is extremely bullish, we may just move sideways a little bit before we get that next leg to kick up. Now, what I want to point out, though, on the stock here, we're at 61 and 74. We have had a downside cross here, and there was some heavier selling off up in this area. If you can see this here, this candle here, guys, basically, since cryptocurrency doesn't really close, this is almost like what they'd call what's called dark cloud cover. In a way, that was just kind of a warning that we may be at some top there, and it was along with some heavy volume. Okay, so I just want you to be aware of that. Now, in terms of TradingView, we'll take a look in here. You see very strong buy still because of breaking up through that resistance and up above these moving averages. So what you want to look at here, we have a 19 buy, 7 sell, or I'm sorry, 7 neutral, 2 sell, and then our oscillators, 6 neutral, 4 buy, 1 sell. And the buy oscillators, we're looking at the awesome oscillator, the momentum, the MACD, and the ultimate oscillator. But you can see through the moving averages here, we basically have a buy all the way throughout. So that's what I'm saying. If Ethereum and Bitcoin can really get moving, this coin could have a great chance to run to some levels that would maybe surprise people, because if we get over $6.60 there, it's an open blue sky breakout yet again, and we'll see where the price discovery takes us. So it's always something that you want to pay attention to. And like I said, I have some buy orders even down around like $4.88, just in case we do have one of those back tests, because this is something I would like to add a little bit to, just because of that price discovery, and because this is one that may continue to have that interest in that big volume. And you know, it can push to crazy prices when you don't have a lot of overhead resistance like the other coins from 2017 when they pumped crazy, because now you have all that overhead resistance in your way. Here you don't have that. So that is something that I think is important. So we're at $6.12 there. You want me to continue to cover Link, guys? Let me know down low. And then we're going to get into Digibyte next. We'll take a look at this, and this is all on the 1 day time frame. All right, let's find a good one here. We'll go to Bittrex. And we're still, guys, basically, we're still in this symmetrical triangle. I believe we're waiting for Ethereum and Bitcoin to make its move. Still up above our 30 EMA in purple. Still up above our 50 in pink. So that's good. And our 200s all the way down here at 0.01104. So we're just waiting to see if we can get that kick to the upside, see if we can get over resistance of 0.02717. Yet again, I believe it's going to depend on what Bitcoin and Ethereum do. You can see the volume starting to tail off, and that typically happens in those symmetrical triangles. If you want to learn more about symmetrical triangles, listen to the Bitcoin video that I did today. We went through a symmetrical triangle out of the Encyclopedia of Chart Patterns. So here, though, we have had a stock cross to the downside up at this trend line, which was acting as overhead resistance. So we want to be aware of that, guys. So overall, we want to stay for support. And up above this trend line right here, we're trying to break through this overhead resistance if we can get a move to the upside. Okay, so that's Digibyte. You want me to keep covering Digibyte, guys? Let me know down low. Let me know what you're doing with Digibyte. Are you trading? You hodling? I'd love to hear it. And also what y'all doing tonight. You guys doing anything fun on Saturday? So we'll go into XRP next. I think I'm going to do a little bit of fishing here in the evening, so that should be nice. All right, so XRP now, what we want to continue to hold for support is going to be 0.17351. So that's going to be our support. That's critical. It's where we got this little rounded bottom here, push with volume. What I want you to pay attention to is as we're running into this 200 moving average right here, we are starting to get a stock cross to the downside. We're a little overextended at 83 and 88. Our RSI is at 60. So that's just an area I want you to pay attention to. But if we do get up above this 200, we might have a shot to start moving even up around 23 cents. Guys, up around 28 cents. There's some gaps that could be open where we really could run hard and fast. But this is where we would start when we're looking at this in the long term. We've been having lower highs and lower lows coming in. So what this would be is our higher low. And now what we need to do is get up and get some higher highs in here and change this trend and get it moving. That's what's so very important for XRP right now. If we take a look at XRP on TradingView, we have a 16 buy, 8 neutral, and a 4 sell. Overall oscillators, 1 sell, 7 neutral, 3 buy, and then moving averages looking good there with a 13 buy, 1 neutral, and a 3 sell. Because we're starting to recapture, which is a good thing here, guys. We're starting to recapture this 50 and this 30. All we need to do is get up above that 200. All right. So guys, next one we're going to get into, and that's XRP. And if you're here to see that one, let me know down low so I can keep it in for you, and then we'll move into Litecoin. And let me know about Litecoin. Are y'all trading Litecoin? Are you trying to accumulate Litecoin right now? What's your plan with it? So overall, for Litecoin support, we need to hold $40.63. That's going to be the area. We need to continue to push up above this 50 and this 30 moving average. And they're starting to round a little bit to the upside. So let's see if we can continue that, but it's going to take some volume. And right now, guys, we're not having a ton of volume. Like I said, still waiting to see what Bitcoin's going to do, in my opinion. Tough spot for Litecoin, 200 up here. We still need to get over top of that. We're starting to have a stock cross to the downside. We're at 78 and 83. And then our RSI is at 54 right now. If we take a look, we have a 15 buy, 9 neutral, 4 sell for Litecoin. In terms of oscillators, 8 neutral, 0 sell, and a 3 buy is what we're looking at. So we'll see if Litecoin can get a little pop up here, overhead resistance. Let's just really try to clear that $50. That's what it's going to be. That's what we really need to get over top of. But as we know, Litecoin runs extremely hard when it wants to run. Okay, so just be aware of that. But I would really look to see if we can hold $40 as support. That's going to be the main area. So, guys, let me know down below if you get something from this. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Appreciate you all being here. God bless. Have a great Saturday. Take care.